I'd faced down asteroid pirates, negotiated with sentient gas clouds, and once, famously, convinced a hyper-aggressive hive mind to accept a trade deal for artisanal cheese. But standing before Empress Lyra of the Azure Dominion, that was a whole different kind of terror. Every polished golden pillar, every shimmering energy field, screamed ancient power. My mission: secure a mining contract for the Alliance on a disputed moon. Unofficially, avoid offending the Xylarians, a species so ancient and powerful they viewed us humans as charmingly chaotic, but insignificant. I was Kale, a freelance diplomat. My only asset, my ability to talk my way out of trouble. Today, I suspected it wouldn't work. The throne room was immense, its ceiling lost in a haze of golden light. Armored Xylarian guards, silent and imposing, lined the walls. And then there was Lyra. She sat on a throne carved from starlight and ancient gold. Her skin was the color of a deep blue sky. Her long, white hair a cascade of intricate braids. Pointed ears, amethyst eyes. She was power incarnate. Beauty refined over millennia. Site, thumbnail 34.jpg. I approached the dais, my boots echoing. Empress Lyra. I began, I am Kale, representing the Interstellar Alliance. I come with a proposal regarding the mineral rights on Xylos 7 Delta. She didn't move. Her expression remained perfectly serene, unreadable. Xylarians, I've been told, rarely showed overt emotion. They communicated through subtle psionic resonance, a language I was deaf to. All I had was her silent, regal presence. The Alliance believes a joint venture would be mutually beneficial. I continued, reciting my rehearsed lines. My mind, however, kept drifting to the intricate patterns on her armor. Who carved all that? Was it grown? Xylarian bioengineering was legendary. And so, I concluded, we believe this partnership would usher in an era of unprecedented prosperity for both our peoples. Silence, the kind that stretches thin and taut. I waited, then a flicker, a tiny twitch at the corner of her lips. Amusement? My internal alarm bells went off. Human Kale. Her voice finally resonated in my mind, clear and melodic, yet somehow warm. Your presentation was deficient, and your curiosity regarding the throne's inscription is noted. She knew what I was thinking? Right. Psionics. I probably just broadcasted my inner monologue. Ah, yes, Empress. I stammered, just admiring the craftsmanship. Truly remarkable. We don't have anything quite like it back home. Mostly just steel and concrete, you know? I gave a nervous, self-deprecating chuckle. Lyra's lips curved into a slightly more pronounced smile. For a Xylarian empress, it was practically a belly laugh. Then she extended her right hand. Not a dismissal, an invitation. I hesitated. A trap? A test? My diplomatic training screamed caution. My gut, however, just saw a hand. I took a breath and clasped it. Her skin was cool, smooth. Her grip, surprisingly firm. The moment our hands met, something profound shifted. A wave of pure, raw understanding washed over me. I saw through her eyes, not the physical world, but the world of psionic resonance. Xylarians didn't suppress emotion. They refined it, filtering out chaos for pure, logical intent. They saw human emotions as a cacophony, and then I saw myself through her perception. My nervous chuckle wasn't weakness. It was a unique, unpredictable frequency. My wandering thoughts weren't a distraction. They were a fascinating, unfiltered stream of consciousness. My self-deprecating humor wasn't primitive. It was an utterly alien, yet strangely compelling form of emotional expression. My lack of trying to impress her, my simple, uncalculated honesty, was precisely what had captivated her. Every other species came with carefully constructed psionic projections. They were all trying too hard, speaking a language she already knew. My chaos, my raw, unrefined human presence, was a completely new frequency. It was like a wild, untamed melody in a symphony of perfect, predictable chords. It wasn't threatening. It was intriguing, amusing, and utterly uniquely human. Her subtle smile, I now understood, was not disdain. It was a Xylarian equivalent of genuine delight. She wasn't just amused, she was fascinated. My genuine, uncalculated nature was a puzzle she hadn't encountered in millennia. Lyra, your species, you are a delightful anomaly, human kale. So unfiltered, so loud, and yet there's a purity to it, a resonance we have long forgotten how to perceive. The mining contract? Granted, without further negotiation. She was more interested in me, in humanity, in the chaos that could produce such an unpredictable yet compelling frequency. I stayed on Xylos Prime for weeks, then months, not as a diplomat, but as a consultant, a human exhibit. I taught Lyra about laughter, about frustration, about the illogical beauty of art, about the irrational loyalty of friendship. She, in turn, taught me about psionic clarity, about the deep, silent connections of her people. My wildest dreams had always been simple: a quiet life, a decent paycheck. But standing there, hand-clasped with an empress who found my very existence a fascinating anomaly, I realized my purpose was far grander. It wasn't about what I tried to do. It was about who I was. A human. Messy, chaotic, unpredictable. And in the vast, perfectly ordered cosmos, that was my greatest, most uncalculated strength.